And we're back. This evening I invited Councilman Andre Dickens. He's a personal friend and one of the great minds in Atlanta. He is also on staff at Georgia Tech, leading the minds there as well, so I'm super excited to hear what he has to say. I also invited Rashawn Ali. She'll be moderating tonight's Dinner with Friends, and she's also on every channel from CNN, Falcons games all over the place, but she's definitely one of Atlanta's finest. I think this is going to be not just informational, but it's going to be comical also, because some of the people coming tonight are hilarious.
I can feel your rain when it cries. Gold lives inside of you. I love it when I'm in it. I love it when I'm in it.
The walk and talk, they tell me to go deep. Yelling at me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dinner with Friends. We are so happy to have you as our guest this evening. Okay, before we begin, I'd like to plug Dinner with Friends for a second. Can you take out your phone and follow Dinner with Friends on Instagram? It's Dinner W Friends.
That's Dinner W Friends.
Dinner W Friends.
That's fine.
That's right. Instagram.
Where your phone's at? Don't follow us.
But I'd like to raise a glass and officially welcome you all to Dinner with Friends. Let's toast to happiness, good health, and success.
That money. Yeah, we old. We need money now. It was for the love when you're young. Now I'm old. I'm about to wrap up.
Lil Duval, if I might
Go ahead.
introduce the fabulous chef. Yes, fabulous chef.
How y'all doing?
Good.
Y'all all right?
Yeah.
Y'all not just saying that, right?
No. Smells good, Jason.
Look, you got food. This guy been asking for food. You got food in front of you.
Man, I'm ready.
A lot of platters right there in front of you.
Okay.
So listen, I'm the chef, Jason Ellis. One of my favorite things to do, you know, you guys came out front, you seen that big, huge grill. I love barbecue. I've been working all summer. I didn't get to barbecue. I feel some kind of way about 4th of July because I didn't get to do it then. So this was my take at the end of the summer to let's do a little bit of, you know, a little upscale, a different type of barbecue. Some things that we recognize, but coming at it in a different way. So first off on the list, we have some boneless barbecue beef ribs that are marinated for 24 hours, like soy sauce, pineapple juice, Coca-Cola Sprite, and a little 7 herb spice that I make myself. So I believe in a dry rub and a marinade. We let that marinade, smoked it on the grill with some hickory and mesquite, and made a barbecue sauce to go with it. There again, with the barbecue in this bowl on this end, the oval bowl, we did chicken. So this I did a 7-spice smoked chicken with mesquite and hickory, but then I made a blueberry chipotle barbecue sauce to go with that. A little bit of the sweet, savory, a little bit of spice from the chipotle, but the blueberries will be a real a nice addition in your mouth. So right here on this platter on the end, we did an array of vegetables. One of the things we did, we took collard greens. Anybody that followed me on Instagram knew I was in 3 in the morning cooking collard greens. And the secret with the collard greens is seasoning your liquid, what we call pot liquor.
Yes.
Or your parents or your grandparents. See, I see a few of us at the table know what we're talking about.
Yes.
So when you making collard greens, Jacob, your people making collard greens at holidays, season the water. Don't taste the leaf, taste the water. What your water tastes like, that's what your collard greens gonna come out tasting like. So what I decided to do is let them cook those last evening and let it sit, let it soak for about 16 hours. And then today we took some oil, about 350 degrees, we squeezed that pot liquor and all the onion and vegetable flavor, we deep fried the collard greens. And then we drizzled it with a little sea salt and some molasses. We took an array of vegetables, some fresh squash, zucchini, eggplant, simple olive oil, salt, pepper, smoked it on the grill as well. We took some plantains that I cut right here, they got it on camera, they're making frozen ones, like some of these clubs serve. Those are real plantains. Thought I just had that in there. Fresh plantains, we fried them, a little lime, a little lemon, a little sea salt and cilantro and some honey on those as well. On that end, again with the vegetables, because we have some vegetarians and vegans sitting at the table. We did an array of roasted corn salad. So what I did, I took fresh corn, shucked it, smoked it on the grill, shaved it, smoked some asparagus, sliced some cherry tomatoes, julienne red onion, cilantro, honey, salt, pepper, onion, and garlic. and then we mix that up together and put some chunks of avocado in that roasted corn salad. We wanted to do something other than just coleslaw and potato salad, so something different and fresh. On the very end, we took candy yams, we cut them in wedges, I parboiled them, then I smoked those on the grill. Those marks that you see when you cut candy yams and you roast them, the natural sweetness and sugar comes out and it caramelizes itself. So that'll be a really good, unique flavor. Simply some salt and pepper on that, a little molasses drizzle on the smoked candy yam. So again, I'd like to welcome you all to Dinner with Friends. I hope you're hungry, eat. You know, the more you eat, the better conversation you'll have. So welcome again. Appreciate y'all coming.
Thank you very much. I'm really excited to be a part of this wonderful event, Dinner with Friends. Had a chance to be where you are a couple of episodes ago, but really excited to be on this side as well, doing what I love to do the most, which is hosting. And so right now I'm going to introduce our guest, and I'll start out with Horace Williams. He leads, oversees, and manages all user experience design-oriented activities, tasks, and initiatives for Oracle's Social Club. He's a proud graduate of North Carolina A&T University. He graduated in not 4 years or 5 years, but 3 years with praise.
Where you finding this out?
On your LinkedIn page.
Yeah.
How about that? Give it up for Horace Williams.
Thank you.
And to my immediate right is Sarah Vivon, who I've had the privilege of seeing grow into a wonderful radio personality. You can hear her Monday through Friday on Streets 94.5 on the afternoon turn up, and great news since May, she's been on Shade 45. Streets is watching, so I'm really happy for you and really excited to see you continue to prosper in the radio industry. So.
I learned from the best.
Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. And give it up for Sarah. And on the end, Jacob York. He's built a lucrative career as a serial entrepreneur. From management to real estate, he continues to, hey man, he continues to show the world that Jacob York is not just a name, you are a brand. Welcome to Dinner with Friends, Jacob York. And I don't even need to really look at the paper for my next guest. Judge Glenda Hatchett. I mean, of course, we all know her from all the wonderful work that she did on television, but I would encourage each and every one of you, if you know that Glenda Hatchett, Judge Glenda Hatchett, is speaking somewhere, please do yourself a favor and be in the audience. She epitomizes what it means to be a real speaker. So to know her is to love her, and we're so very glad to have you in our presence. We are all privileged to be sitting in the room with you, so welcome to Dinner with Friends. And next to her is Lil Duval, and Duval tweeted earlier, he said, I realized this week how I carry myself is the reason why I'm where I am today. And I thought that was a very powerful statement. I don't know where it came from, because you know some of your motivations are different.
Yeah.
But
they all come from somewhere.
I know, but this speaks volumes as to why you continue to grow and why you are successful. You're an all-around great guy, comedian, actor, but most importantly, you're a realist. You keep it as real as they come, and you're not fake at all. You want to hear the truth? Ask Duval. And so we're happy to have you as well.
Appreciate it.
Oh, what my paper? Andre is the epitome of Atlanta. He went to Mays High School, he went to Georgia Tech, and of course now he is Atlanta City Councilman. He currently serves as the chair of the Community Development and Human Resources Committee and member of the Transportation and City Utilities Committees, but also your list goes on and on and on. But I love that you are from Adamsville, you are true Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta, and we're happy to have you as well. Thank you so much.
All right.
Clap, clap. And Julia Beverly, you know what? She's your favorite rapper's favorite writer. How about that? That's right. She, of course, she ran Ozone magazine, but now she has completed her baby. Go ahead and lift that thing on up. Sweet Jones, Pimp C's Trill life story. I mean, if you know anything about Southern hip hop, you better know about UGK, Port Arthur, Texas, and now she has put all of that in one place, and I can't wait to get my hands on it, because in 1992 I was riding the Pimp C. And on and on and on. So, clap, clap, clap. So what we're going to do is we're going to partake in our food, but the discussion will come with every course. So our appetizer, the topic will be the future of America. So as we saw over the weekend, Donald Trump had lots and lots and lots of people come out to see him in Alabama. Who do you guys think? I'm gonna start off with you, Judge Hatchett.
All right.
Who do you think will be our next president? And with so many people supporting Mr. Trump, does that scare you?
It raises concerns for me. Anytime you can get 30,000 people in Mobile, Alabama on a Friday night to pack a stadium, and that there is no other news cycle. I mean, it's all about Trump. It's all about what he's thinking and saying. I mean, how are you supposed to ever get any other balance in this conversation when everything is about Trump? I'm concerned it's divisive. I'm concerned that we need a healer in this nation, not only with what's happening in this nation, but what's happening in the world. I said the other day that when you have girls kidnapped from their homes in Nigeria, maybe never to be seen again, that we need to have somebody globally who gets this healing piece. And Trump doesn't do it for me. Now, stranger things have happened. He could be the nominee. But I don't think that the middle part of the Republican Party is going to buy into that at the end of the day. I don't.
Okay. Andre, your thoughts on that?
So I think that first off, it's a wonderful thing in our democracy that anybody at any time can run.
I agree.
So Trump has the right to run for president, just like everyone at this table and everyone behind these cameras and instruments, they can run. You can run for city council, but just not post 3 at large anytime soon.
That's your vote.
But anybody can run, and that's a wonderful thing. Trump has the right to run. However, his opinions, his stances are very, offensive at times. I think that they are divisive, and we're coming off of a great, I don't know who would think otherwise, that we haven't had a great swing with President Barack Obama. And when you come from a President Barack Obama, who is in part a healer, a worldwide healer, so he looks at things idealistically, he's not divisive, he's very contemplative and thinks of things holistically. And then you come to someone who immediately says, shut off the border, build the military to work, to these kind of ranks where it's just us against the world. And all of us got passports and we're trying to go places. We don't want American hate when we go. People that do business internationally, we don't want to be able to have our, this hate against America. You end up bringing up some things that, otherwise was quelled with Obama. And I think that someone like Trump could really set us back. People are only looking at him for the fact that he's exciting,
right?
And he has this business acumen, which is necessary in certain places. But at the same time, he's wag, so let's get him out of there.
But do you think he takes himself seriously?
No,
do you think he does? Do you think that he really thinks he's going to get the nomination?
I think
Are we surprised that people in Alabama showed up for a racist statement?
These nuts.
These nuts,
right?
Is this really confusing us? People in the hardcore in Alabama, I would be surprised if 50,000 people showed up in Manhattan.
There were pictures showing.
Then I would be surprised about 30,000 people in Alabama.
Why do you say that?
They're the Tea Party. They're the Tea Party that rise the moment there was a black president. Do you understand that? There's a fringe in this country that's just racist. It's just what they are. They feel they're losing America to this new swing of people that are dark, and Donald Trump is speaking to them. That's all it is. So that doesn't surprise me that 30,000 people who, by the way, got free tickets to show up to listen to a guy say what they wanted to hear showed up.
I think how hip hop is supposed to be a reflection of the urban community or the inner city. I think Donald Trump is a reflection of what America is in the big scheme of things. What the birth of all the whoever came from Europe and came over here, he's the son of all that. And he's, how Paris Hilton is the son of the daughter of the Hiltons, and she's all this, that, whatever. That's what I think he is, and he's a reflection of what we hate.
He's speaking to Americans his age, white men who feel disenfranchised, that feel that people are taking the country from them, that feels like they deserve this country in the first place.
He's just speaking for them,
and that's what he's talking to. So I don't think
support from women too.
But that's coming based on something completely different. That's coming on something completely different. I'm saying what he gets, the majority of the people that he speaks to, they don't surprise me. I don't think that anyone at the end of the day will take this man seriously in running this country. he hasn't even successfully ran a successful business.
Well,
so let's really look at him for what he really is.
I think he's a narcissist.
I think he's a
narcissist, and I think that he didn't expect this groundswell.
Exactly.
I don't think
he took himself seriously. I don't think he doesn't think he's going to win.
Because he's run before.
I think
Trump ran plenty. Yeah.
I think he's just talking.
I have a bit of a different perspective. I think Trump has mastered perception. The reality is that the majority of America is simple, and I don't mean simple-minded. I just mean like we like things very straightforward. And when you have someone, I saw the Republican debates. First thing that came to mind was this guy looks like he's taller than every single person on that stage. And what he did, no matter how you feel about him personally, I'm not particularly a fan, but the reality is that he points out the weaknesses in the pool of candidates applying to be our president of the most powerful nation on the planet. If you can get up there, and if we're going to use him as a benchmark or a litmus test for what we want in a leader, then, I mean, the reality is we don't have a Trump problem, we have a pool problem.
Exactly.
And the thing is that it was way too easy for him to come up there and stand out, be different, be forward, have an opinion, and have everybody have all eyes on him. And that's where that differentiates.
So
you said you like him?
I actually like him.
I like him as a personality.
I think he's the epitome of what an American is, but I think we take him too seriously.
I think he's like what you said.
And also I think cable news is failing and they need something.
I think I like what you said about me, about he keeps it real wherever he's real. He said, at least I know where he's coming from. Exactly. And it's so funny listening to him because he's dead ass serious in his own mind. I'd rather know where you're coming from
than you hide it from.
I kind of think that is all for the fun of it. He was a Democrat 7 years ago. He's a Republican now, talking about right-wing things. I just think he represents an America that's old in 1950s,
and it's tiny,
and he's scared.
There was an interesting article
he's part of that world of scared America. That's all I think it is.
There was an interesting article in Rolling Stone I was just reading about how the fact that Trump is actually winning by saying these outrageous statements says more about the country than it actually does about him.
That's how I felt about this. That's how I felt about that.
It says a lot about a part of it.
But this generation, I feel like, has lost faith in the political system, and that's why when people like the 15-year-old that did the whole "these nuts," I think he was trying to let everybody know. It was smart sarcasm for him, like letting everybody know we don't take any of this seriously. And how could we when somebody like Donald Trump is, front runner right now?
Donald Trump ain't trying to win.
He's not. That's what I'm trying to tell. I don't think he's seriously.
Yo, there's a possibility that he can.
That says a lot about America then. It's not him, it's us voting for him.
Like the judge said, that's a fringe element of the Republican Party. There's no way the centrist is going to deal with Donald Trump.
Okay. Hillary Clinton. Has that whole email, has that been like a distraction?
What email?
The email where I guess on her server, she's using
a private
server for classified information, right? Is that what it was?
Well, allegedly classified information.
Is that even worth? Is it even worth?
It is important.
Okay.
I'll tell you why. Because the server in the State Department, as Secretary of State, she was supposed to use the State Department server because of all the security layers. But instead, she sends some emails from her personal email account and doesn't have the same level. She says that none of that was classified, and it may not be. But the question is anything gone out over her personal email that could have been considered classified? But she shouldn't have sent the emails, and she acknowledges that she shouldn't have sent them over her personal.
But the law changed when she left office, right?
I don't know.
She didn't break any laws. It actually changed when she left. That they can no longer do it.
That.
So this is just marketing, right? This is the Republican Party and the machine and marketing and all that.
I didn't realize they changed that.
So I would ignore that. I just don't know where she stands as an
Right. I think that people are just concerned with how she has responded or has not responded.
I think she thought she had it. I think thought she had it beat, so she didn't have to respond.
Right.
And then she woke up to realize with Bernie Sanders kicking in and all this other stuff, she realized she didn't have to beat. So now she got to talk.
So here's what I want to say about Hillary Clinton and anybody that runs for office. We all have to challenge the hell out of them. Black Lives Matter, anything about black unemployment, I mean, particularly for African American living in this city, anything dealing with equality and income inequality and all those kind of things. I mean, no one should have a clear path to the White House, the most powerful place on the earth. And so I find it a little bit, arrogant when we have Hillary Clinton almost assumed Democratic nominee. You got Bernie Sanders out here who really has a very good platform from a nuts and bolts standpoint about what he wants to do in community activation and things of that nature. He is similar to Barack Obama, how he came, way low in the polls. Nobody's really thinking about him. Everybody was thinking about Hillary then.
Yeah, sure
Everybody was thinking about Hillary back then. And now here we are right now, and we're about to hand it over to her. I'm not against her, but I'm just saying that we really all have to tweet, Facebook, email, everything we need her to know that we're thinking about, and we don't want to get her in office and then try to tell her. We need her to tell us now what she's thinking.
I think a lot of people think that if Hillary gets in, that Bill will actually be running the country.
Right.
And that scares me.
I think one of the pieces.
Last comment.
Oh,
go ahead.
No problem. I think one of the pieces also that you get from Hillary, I mean, if you look at it from a brand sake perspective, and you think about a brand representing the presidency, then you're looking at something that is essentially antiquated. You're looking at a bunch of Bushes, a bunch of Clintons, and you're looking at that kind of brand happening over a period of more than 10 years? Mm-hmm. So for people who want to see change, Trump is the anti-Hillary. That's why you end up getting a lot of people steering in those directions where we're like, this is obviously a ploy, but they'll take anything. Like when they start to see that the same faces over and over and over again, nothing's changing. The only thing they can do is go and reach out for something that drastically looks different, especially for people who are not immersed in the day-to-day process or have any acumen on the subject matter.
That completes our appetizer round. Fantastic dialogue.
This is what the food is appetizer?
That was the appetizer round. You can go in as you wish. So we will get to the entree topic in just a few minutes. So enjoy your food.
Good.
It is.
Yes, it is.
I want to say, man, this salad is all the time. Boy. Man.
So good.
Thank you.
So good.
I think that there's definitely time. I think that one of the biggest issues we probably have, which I think we're starting to work through, is the recognition issue. Like Atlanta's got a ton of talented tech folks. There's the Jewel who just started this company, Part Pit. A sister who's running a tech company that's based on helping people identify parts like nails or anything else along those lines with image recognition. You got another brother named Paul Judge, who a lot of people are familiar with. There's a lot of us doing some really amazing things here. It's just that, it's Atlanta. It's not like in New York or San Francisco or something along those lines. So we're starting to build, and you're going to start to see it grow out more. I've been talking to a lot of venture capitalists, and diversity's hot right now. And they're starting to want to invest. They know that if you're going to invest in Black America, in technology, this is Atlanta. This is the spot to do it. You got your Georgia Techs, and even your Morehouses, your Clarks, so you're going to start to see in your Spelmans, so I would say expect to see it blow up. It's coming. It's gone a lot farther from when I came here about 7 years, and it's been fun to watch. It's been quite amazing.